husband to go sleep with another woman. We just won't have no kids, baby. Y'all better get real tonight. She had a strong desire, and in that time, in those days, it wasn't uncommon for a woman that couldn't have children to tell her husband to sleep with the closest woman next to her. It wasn't uncommon. That was a common thing that they did back in those days. Not that God approved of it, because he didn't approve of it. He had already made a promise to them, so he did not approve of them going against the promises of God, trying to fix things themselves. How many times have we went against the promises of God and we tried to do things ourselves, and it seems like it's okay. It seems like it's the right thing to do for the moment. Is anybody in the house? And see, because she wanted a son so bad by her husband, she said, you know what? Just go lay with my handmaid. She gave him a request. She desired that he would be with another woman. And the part that bothered me about Abraham being the man of the house, kind of reminded me of Adam. I mean, because he knew what God had promised him. But right here in the text, notice how the Bible said that he hearkened to the voice of his wife. In other words, he began to listen to what his wife said. That lets me know that Abraham gave up his right to be head of the house. Ain't nobody got to say anything. He gave up his right then when he hearkened to the woman's voice and did what she said. Probably wanted to lay with the maid anyway. Ain't nobody got, y'all ain't got to say that. The maid was young. The maid was younger. She probably had a little old figure. He did not argue, didn't hesitate at all. He could have acted like he didn't want to, you know what I mean? But nowhere did he argue. He hearkened. He listened to what she said. And women, I'm telling you, we've been doing this from the beginning of time. This is not nothing that just started. We've been doing this since Adam and Eve. And men, I'm telling you that, we got some weak men sometimes. Y'all don't get mad at me. But sometimes I'm telling you, when you listen to some of the things that we tell you to do, you should put your foot down and say, no, I'm not going to do it. And so that's why you got so many women wearing the pants. Ain't nobody mad, but the devil, man, you don't be no jellyback man. Because women will walk all over you if you let us walk over you. Amen. Don't let I'm telling you, folks, you can tell me all the time, your husband's so sweet, and they say, I'm like, the devil is a lie. You keep on thinking that's all you see. He wear the pants that way. When he said sit down, I sit down. When he said shut up, I shut up. Ain't nobody got to say that because he run the house. Go ahead. But see, I don't want to be the man. If I got to be the man, that confuses me. I don't want to be the man. Go ahead. God is calling for order. Look at this. Look, I know some folks get mad. They looking for baby. So she had a request. Let's move down to verse 4. It's not going to take long tonight. Look at verse 4.
And he went into Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes.
Look at this. This takes us from the request to the result. Look at the result. Look at what happened because of her request. So you better be careful what you ask for. Go ahead now. You better be careful what you're doing, because look at her request. The outcome of her request, it led her handmaid to start looking at her funny. Don't let her fool you. She started picking. Go ahead. See, you got to see this thing, and you got to see this thing for yourself. You got to imagine this woman. She has been with Sarah's husband, and now she's showing a little bit.
Go ahead now.
See, now her stomach, she probably, making it stick out further than what it's supposed to. You know how it is when somebody think they got what you want. They try to really get around you and act a certain way. They try to act like they better than you, and they look down their nose at you. See, that's what she had started doing to Sarah. The result was that she started picking. I can see her just, let me paraphrase. I can see her getting the best food, where Sarah used to be the one that would get first pick. Now, because because she's pregnant and she got to look out for the baby. Y'all ain't saying that. She gets first pick and she gets the better grapes and she gets the better this and better that because she's the one that's carrying.
All right.
His child.
Yeah.
Look at somebody and say, Ishmael won't do.
Amen.
So her request had an evil result.
Go ahead.
Evil.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes when you're doing things, you don't even see the consequences at first. You don't even see the outcome at first. It seemed like everything is fine because she wasn't always like this with Sarah, you know, amen. They was getting along at first. Don't let nobody fool you. She was, this is going to be your baby, this. I'm just carrying it for y'all. Let me paraphrase, what she was saying. This really you and your husband, baby. But when she felt that baby kick, y'all missing this thing. She had made up her mind, this is going to be my baby.
Go ahead.
I done felt my baby move. I'm not going through this for nothing. People will turn on you. Boys that are right up under you, they will turn on you. You tell them to sing a song for you. You tell them to do your song. Just sing it for me. And they sing it and they start just acting like they better than you just because they sung the song. People will get mad and start looking at you a certain way over little petty stuff. Stupid stuff. You're the one that introduced them to the usher board, and now they're on the usher board. They're looking at you like you don't belong there. Who am I talking to up in here? And when they get on the choir, it's because you was the one that told them to go to praise team. Now I don't even want you on the praise team. Y'all ain't saying nothing up in here. People will start looking down, they know at you because you made a request for them. So we have to be careful in 2011 who we trying to speak up for, who we going to pastor for, and tell the pastor, you need to give them a try, you need to let them do this and that, because people are trying to take your place, and in order to take your place, they got to first get rid of you. Who am I talking to right now? She wants to get rid of Sarah.
Come on, I see you now.
Don't think that everybody that's sitting next to you like you and they patting on you and hugging on you after church. That don't mean nothing to me. Amen, somebody. Because the very ones that is patting, kissing, and hugging, those are the ones that betrayed Jesus with an evil kiss. You don't have mind how supposed to rubbing and touching and patting and kissing on you. That's the... No, we gotta get rid of Ishmael tonight. Ishmael just won't do. Ishmael was okay for a little while. Ishmael is okay to have years ago. But in 2011, God wants us to wait on some Isaac. How many want some Isaac blessings to come back? God is getting ready to see you an Isaac blessing. And you ain't even got to do nothing for this one. You just got to be in the right place at the right time. You ain't got to sing no song. You ain't got to play no prayer. You ain't got to preach no sermon. All you got to do is be in the right place at the right time. And God is getting ready to pull you out of blessing that you don't have. Don't sit down because I felt that one. Don't sit down because I tell you I felt that one. God said we gonna get a blessing that we ain't got to do nothing for. You ain't got to shut your job. You ain't got to sleep with nobody. You ain't got to tell no lies. You ain't got